Check 1, 2. Hey, okay. Something weird with that cable. It's a stream. Hello. All right. I was gonna look for a controller, but I'm playing Minecraft, which means no controllers. I've lost control of my life. Anyway, we're here. It's a stream. It's time for generic cavey fun. Blah. Minecraft on Switch. What's the ancient wisdom? Gag me with a spoon. Okay. I'm just lighting up caves. Kinda in this area. I wanna go that way though. I wanna stay closer to spawn for cave lighting. For now anyway. But yeah, lighting up caves, digging up coal. How's everybody doing? You're digging a canal with TNT? Fantastic. I'll be honest, your thing sounds more exciting than my thing, but I'm just here to chill. Alright. Here for a long time, not a good time. If I see a death message, no, I didn't. I mean, you are famous for getting blown up by TNT on the internet charity event Desert Bus for Hope. You're assembling a new car radio for future insertion into the dashboard. Nice. Okay. These are above me. You think? No, below me. Below me. I hear them. They're around here somewhere. You're working on a slime farm? Nice, nice. I did the one last season, I think. I believe that was one of my projects. Okay. I also discovered earlier while lighting stuff up, Minty, that there is an entire second half to the Deep Dark City, the ancient city that you were in. It's connected by a very tiny tunnel. Yeah, I thought I was in Minty's, so I went flying around to find the way up, and instead, I summoned a warden. So that was fun. Yeah, it wasn't good. There's definitely a witch around here somewhere. Ah, you're making your platforms out of mushrooms, Minty? Fun, fun. Okay, so they're this way now. Give me that coal. Coal. Daxon Cole, Lieutenant Commander. Making references to characters I played on somebody else's stream. Alright. Either need to go down. Nope, it is up now. The solution is directly up. Oh, I'm on the right track. Doesn't help. Well, it kind of helps. I know that there's a creeper this way. I have no reason to distrust you, Husk.
I deliver unto you heaven.
Maple pecan?
Just eat it.
It's pretty good. It's Well,
So have snacks.
I like the dried cherry.
Not yet a sponsor.
Not sponsored, but willing. I always want to pronounce it Sahale. I don't know. Found it. Get dead. And I am still moving the direction I want to move overland-wise. Making it happen. All right. Give me that coal. Okay. How close am I to my coal goal? It's going. I'm just chilling out, mining coal. That was jittery. We have a coal shortage because we keep using it to trade with villagers, but we also aren't making enough trees to get charcoal, which means it's hard to make torches and cook because we don't have enough of either type of coal. And so I am nationalizing the coal reserve and mining out the mountain under spawn. Because I can. You can make a charcoal farm, actually. Oh, fair enough. The other reason for doing this is to light up the caves under spawn to make mob-based farms better. So the coal is a bonus. And I've got almost a shulker full, so. So it's working out. Okay, the group of enemies is down. Little lower. And it gives me something useful to do. Because I don't have any farms or anything in mind right now. Like, I could make an automatic firework farm. That's vaguely on the list. But it's not a priority item. Any of it that I don't throw away, yes. I will try to keep some on me. I should have a shulker that I can throw it in. Even if I fall in lava, it will be fine. Looks like Hosk has some coal for you, Minty. Not coal, cobble. My brain switched wires there. Alright. So I can tell that I'm getting close to having everything lit up in the general area, because otherwise there wouldn't be so many things to kill in this room. Let them fight. In theory, I could go hunting for a trident tonight as well. Tridents are my preferred weapon, but We'll see if I have the energy for that. I don't want the dripstone. Okay. Whee! But yeah, we have gravestones, so falling in lava isn't even the end of the world. I would still need to get my gravestone out of the lava, which is non-trivial. Ah. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Speaking of falling in lava. Okay. Uh, okay. Good, good. It's a bet. Okay. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, I need to make more torches. Good thing I have all this coal. Itchy nose. Okay. If it's easy to get, I get it. If it's not easy to get, I consider getting it. And then probably still get it. Okay, so there's gonna be creepers down here still. Ah, I think I found them. Yeah, we killed the dragon. We did that, we actually did that twice yesterday. Because you can respawn it. Dive into the danger hole. Danger hole. I was told there would be danger. We didn't have coal, and then Hosk brought coal. Eh. When I looked in the chest, we didn't have a lot. I don't know what to tell you. It's a combination of me not seeing it and me not caring. I needed an excuse. Don't take this away from me. What is that? Oh, that's a player. Sadly, Husk. I do not have the inventory space. For copper, it's all full of coal. I did, in fact, find the danger. I asked for danger, and here it is. Now, diamonds. Diamonds taste best when they're danger harvested. So I have a lighting overlay that lets me see where it is dark enough for enemies to spawn. And that takes the form of little red carpet. Not that enemies spawn in this biome. It's a whole thing. But yes, by default in Minecraft, enemies will only spawn in darkness. Or thunderstorms, yes. It is much harder to get them to spawn in just rain nowadays. They changed the block light, so now they spawn in block light 1 or I think below block light 1, I believe is the new change. You found this stream through scrolling through live? Good, that's why I do a vertical stream. Ooh, danger diamonds. The system works. Thunderstorms still might. Just general rain does not. I think. Alright, so there's baddies over here. And mostly just to tell me that I've lit this area up, or that I've been here. I should be taking the time to mine redstone. Alright, that's a lot of things spawning all in one little concentrated area. It's a good sign. Thought that spider was terrain for a second. Okay. Good, good, good. Where am I? Ah, that would be why. I've gone outside my intended jurisdiction. So this is Java Minecraft, so RTX isn't really a thing. I'm just using a shader pack that emulates it slightly. But also, light is determined server side based on just a numerical distance from a light source based on the value of that light source. So like a torch has a light level of 15. And you can see, oh God, where does it exist? There should be block light somewhere. Okay, well you can see client light there is 14 because my head is 1 away from the block. So this is on the left-hand side, right in the middle. 0 sky, 14 block. That's what it says there, client light 14. And then as I move away from the torch, that goes down. I do not know KSI's new song, mostly because I don't pay attention to music. Not, like, out of any sense of not wanting to. Just, I don't. I'm bad at it. Nope. Okay. So I want to be going that way, but I'm going to start by going up. Because I see bricks. Bricks implies civilization. I know about Mr. Beast's Lunchly, and that it has lead or something in it. Ooh, lots of diamonds. Neat. Look, just because I like me some Breath of the Wild music. Oop. Is this someone's base that I am digging into, or is this just the trial chamber? I think it's just the trial chamber. But I'm gonna be safe. Come on. Where's my shovel? There. Okay. Put that back on there. Go this way. Okay. Presumably it is... Oh, it sounds like it might be up to skeletons. Over. Okay, now it's definitely down to skeletons from here. Ooh! Okay. Found a skeleton spawner. Means name tag. It is near spawn. Skelly spawner. Specifically, it is here from spawn. Okay. Yeah, down left of spawn. I think up. To get to that creeper. I think. Hmm. I should eat. Congratulations on your slime roof. Come at me. Whee. I'm glad Hosk doesn't know anything about the towers, the copper towers springing up all over the map. That would make me sad if he... Ooh. If he had something to do with those monstrosities. So nice of him to volunteer that he knew nothing about them. Welcome back from the post office. I got turned around again. Gonna end up back at that trial chamber. Yeah, 30C is too much for me. I learned. I am not a lizard, and as such, it's too warm. Ecom, since you're just now returning, you wouldn't have seen, but I found a skelly spawner here from spawn. No bullying. I am glad for the people that can enjoy such incredible warmth. I, however, am a furnace. Especially in the days after Thanksgiving. Oh, Ecom's bullying you by having warm weather. Okay, well, in that case. Mods ban him. Oh, wait. Really got me in a pickle here. Okay, do I think this is above or below me? Probably above. Right up there, I would guess. Speaking of below me. All right. There's the cactus. Oh, is this the weird area where it looks like it's lit by daylight and I can't figure out why? It is. There must be a hole straight up to daylight from here that I just can't see. Zombies burn in here too? Neat. Speaking of zombies, y'all. They are now down from me. Hey, Eris. I'm lighting up stuff around spawn. Found a spider spawn, or found a skelly spawner. That filled me with joy. Okay. Don't give diamonds in the mouth. Ah! Hey, I found the cave. I see somebody else is already pillared out of here. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, it's probably down. Sure. Whew. You ordered the think tank top along with your VST merch, and it came with it. It came on its own, and then the entire rest of your order showed up now. Well, the rest of it must have all come from one location, which is neat. All right, there are skellies up. Ow. Probably up here somewhere. That feels like a lot of skellies. I couldn't have just found another spawner, could I? Literally under the bus stop. No, this has just got to be a mob pocket. Yep, it's just a pocket. I got a pocket full of bone, man. Yeah, what I wouldn't give for some dandelion soup right now. Ah! Thank you, Bat. Haha! Trade up. I mean, the Hosk organization may have some, may have a leg to stand on there. Oh. No? Wait, never mind. I was gonna blame myself for this shaft of light, but no. It's not my fault. I thought it might be related to, copy and pasting the, bus stop in, but no. Okay. Do, 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 do. Huh. There's a shocking amount going on here for it being right at spawn. Like, I thought I was doing some good work. And yet. Oh, rest for the weary. This is so weird that there's just a spot where there's a shaft of light that comes down through the world. Doom, doom, doom. Okay. Seems like Al and Eris are attacking. I'm based on a thing that I saw, the death message I saw. I'm gonna say a woodland mansion. Okay. So, no. Get back, short stack. Alright. Oh. I've strayed into the sub-basement of the museum. So I need to head southward. Break my knees, slam my head against the walls, find some danger diamonds and a zombie spawner? Nope. Another skelly spawner. This one under the bus stop. Two name tags. Two copies of Cat that I'm not going to pick up. I should get those diamonds. That diamond. That diamond, though. There are also just a lot of zombies happening. Down. Zombies down. It is a zombie spawner. There's a zombie spawner on the same, like, vertical line as the skelly spawner almost. I do care about that saddle. So these might be close enough that there's a spot that would trigger both of them at the same time. What's the range for spawners? Is it 15 blocks? Okay. So we've got this. Okay. Yeah. So there's the skelly spawner, there's the zombie spawner. They are definitely both within range of each other to trigger at the same time. So if there's any reason for anybody to do that, wild. I want to go south still. Thing I'm running into is there aren't any enemies close enough to each other. Or close enough to me, I mean. Which is like a good problem to have, I guess. Oh, I should switch back to this pick. Whee! Why would you want them to be crying when they grab that stuff, Ecom? What kind of monster are you? Diamonds. Back to the Silk Touch. Oh. Okay. Alright. I hear you. Where you at? Oh yeah, I guess zombie spawners can be turned into copper farms. Didn't think of that. Yeah, I added the thing that lets us use copper for powered rails. I don't want to die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Okay. Whew. Alright. Okay. Whew. The lightning continues. Why? Why is this here? Like, it's cool, but it's so confusing. Okay. So there's a concentration of things over there. But by and large, this is going well. I hear you. Come here. I'm way outside of spawn, but I gotta get this zombie. I hear a slime just now? Okay. Whew. It's the sun. Okay. For anyone interested, the double spawner situation, where you can have both a skelly and a zombie spawner, is directly down from this diamond block. I don't have the stuff, I don't have a sign, so that'll have to do for now. Alright, now I must make my way under here. Because there, I hear, oh wait, no, that zombie's intentional. That zombie is on purpose. He can live. Okay. Yeah, when I looked earlier, this was nowhere near this full. Well, Minty, I think the one that Ekam's looking at is like fully automatic, no player intervention. Because the same way you can have the fully automatic bone meal farm, it uses that and then just harvests some of the azalea bushes. Cobbled stone. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this coal hostage until I can exchange it for charcoal. At a premium, because I'm lazy. Blah. I say that. I'm gonna put the charcoal back, but only for now. Coal in my pocket is mine, though. It's for torches. Okay. There are still large pockets of darkness. There's one directly under me. Okay. I don't want that one. I want this one. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna die. I'm fine. Let me eat my carrot. Okay. You. And you. Ah, that one was too close to death. Okay. You. Robodope. Come here. Haha! We now have Chirp. We probably already had Chirp, but now we have Chirp again. Whew. That was, bracing. Hi. Okay. Whew. The worst part about this kind of caving is finding my way back out. Okay, this is still under spawn. Okay. All of this work should allow us to make a reasonably proficient purely creeper farm. here at spawn, which combined with an automatic sugarcane farm, in theory, would mean automated firework production. Which would allow gunpowder from other sources to be used for TNT. T and T. Yep, that's what I said. Okay, allow me. Ow. Okay. Yeah, it's a toluene with 3 ampersands attached. Exactly. Acom gets me. Hi. Doo. Let me go ahead and grab a bucket. Ah. So that was there. I think I dug here. This is a lot scarier now. I go. Yeah, I went this way. Why didn't I light this up? Okay. I think, yeah, I left messed up a torch there. Give me. Okay, and down. Okay. That way. But via an around kind of path, I believe. I think I went through here. Then I went up here. Right? No? Where did I dig sideways? Definitely did some digging. Digga, digga, digga. Okay, not there. Did I just come down here and dig? Kinda. How did I get there? Well, it's only a few blocks away. I hate this. I mean, I fell in. I remember that. Okay, this appears to be the closest point, at least. I do see another creeper on the mini-map, which is, just great. Hosk trying to scare me. Give me my stuff. You got the stuff. Who are you trying to be friends with, Rizzo? Ah. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, what if I do this? Whew. Okay. You stop it. Oh my goodness. Always making things harder than they have to be. Okay. So we're here. Let me get back up on the surface and see. If I can find the surface. Just wander aimlessly, you'll get there eventually. That's been my strategy for life, and it's worked out so far. Where? Up there. Mm. Okay. Wow. Okay. Down here. Couple blocks this way. If not down, then up. Whee. I suppose I can make my head happen. You need not hunt me. Alright. So right now the main thing hunting me would do is get me out of the cave. Hey, look, a mine shaft. You can only kill me if you bring a shulker to bring back all my stuff. Otherwise, I will surrender myself for execution upon exiting this cave. Where are you? Up or down? Let me out. Found you. Where is this in relation to spawn? It's still kind of spawn, but not really. Now that that's quote-unquote safe. This looks like it could be a way out. It goes up, at least. I need to resist the urge to dig towards the sound of mobs. Because I'm no longer at spawn. The goal is purely escape now. Okay. Let me out. Ah! What is this? No! This is garbage! Whew! Hey, Terrible. You here to murder me? I hope you brought a shulker box. Cool. Yeah. Hey. I considered pouring a lava bucket on you. Okay, let me put down this shulker as well. Alright. I'm prepared. Ah, that's actually not that far away. It is a little annoying to get to, but I'm already on my way. So if you just want to leave the stuff there, I'll pick it up. Okay, maybe not. Hey now. I see those arrows. Eh. No! Alright, who has my stuff? Is my stuff still over there, Terrible? Is that a hoglin? It is. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. Where are you? I'll meet you at the bus. It looks better on me. Whee. All right. I probably have some stuff to put away. Oh my god, I would love an auto sorter right now. If only there were somebody on this server who knew how to build an auto sorter and planned on doing it. That actually reminds me. We should figure out where that's going. And what we're calling it. Martisaurus? Marty Sortons? I don't hate that. I kind of wish I hated that, but I don't. Okay. Okay, Tim Sortons has legs. Important business? I like important business. Pants removed. I wear jeans. My whole shtick is dude, but with brain forehead. Oh, I guess you need to figure out what to put. Yeah, blue leather is the answer. If you care, brown shoes. Ba-da-da. I mean, it's all really. We just need to define footprint and like design, because going down the hill is fine. Like, obviously, we'd need a way to send items into the sorting system, and I would want to do a trash can spot setup. Up where? Where's he come? Over here. There you are. Interestingly, this is just above my own house, so that works. I could just live in Tim Sortons. Okay, so we're thinking like in the crux here, with the items sort of being terraced in a V. Yes, you can uncraft slime blocks, Minty. So, I mean, that'd be good. It puts it sort of in line with where current storage is. so we could repurpose that space pretty easily. And then, yeah, we'd have to figure out kind of each level, how much storage we want for each thing, how much overlap we want. Let me get some blocks. Well, the trash cans don't need to be fast. Which is nice. I had a place where I was putting my good shit. It also doesn't, strictly speaking, need to be within spawn radius, frankly. It will only be handling sorting. So. Yeah. Okay, just figuring out what I want to use to outline. Oh, I should probably make this not a death trap. Replace your divots. Okay. Do 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 do. So I think we'll want to build it inside out. I can also cave for redstone now. Because I feel like that gives us the most opportunity for expansion. Okay. Take some of this. Take some of this. I doubt it. There. I have done the thing. That's good that other people can't control your game. Okay. Wow, we are in dire straits when it comes to wood, huh? Okay. No, it's fine. I'm just grabbing blocks to do some simulated building with. Where did I put those? Here. Okay. So we'd vaguely be looking at putting the entrance to Tim Sorton's, let's say, here. I guess we've decided on that as the name as well. So, yeah, vaguely entrance kind of here. how much overlap do we want between layers, I guess, is part of the discussion. And then, yeah, we want it terraced. Sounds good, Minty. All right, let's think about the bare minimums here. Oh God, it's so hard for me to picture an item sorting setup without an example. So you got, apparently that happens. Okay. I guess there's no time like the present to really start thinking about this. So if we terrace it out, that's the redstone layout. Presumably we'll want that to be higher up. I'm just sort of determining how much space we need for each floor as a start. So, that'll be hopper. So this, I think, absolute bare minimum, we'd want 4 tall. If we really want to cram stuff in, we'd do it like we did in Sorta Mart, where these actually live above the items, so that we can have additional storage. Dirt equals hopper, slime equals chest. Yeah, so that's bare minimum footprint. If we add 3 to that, going down, then we can do, like, let's assume because again, I'm picturing having backup storage as part of this. Okay, so yeah, that's the main hopper line. Got it. If we that is not what I had in mind. It would work, but that is not what I had in mind. I was thinking more like the actual system we had at Sorta Mart, so that this line here actually represents the front of the storage. So let's just assume that what I'm about to build goes under what you've built already. Can I have some slime? Here's some flowers. Okay. So I did really like the barrels, and it was complicated, but I liked the trigger to tell us whether something was empty. So let's say that this torch represents a redstone lamp. This could, in theory, be in the floor in front of the thing, but then we've got barrel or chest, if there's room. But at the very least, barrel, hopper, barrel. This is what we had at Sorta Mart. Roughly. Each main output needs a chest below for derivatives. Right. Yes, we put that in the floor before. Which we don't want to do this time. So, do we put it below? Or do we figure something else out? The good news is we don't have to have lines backed up against each other, since we're going to do this in kind of a coffee cup shape. Yes, that is a hopper. And with this design, whatever goes here needs to be a solid block because it ends up with a comparator on top of it. Or not a comparator, a repeater, I think. Or no, that's a torch. That's a torch. It doesn't need to be a solid block. God, I really want to just build one item sorter. Chest into barrel with derivatives underneath. Is that what we're picturing here? Okay, so then the indicator lamp becomes a question. How do we indicate off of this? Oh, terrible, you're a savior. I'm gonna pop in here and steal just enough to build one. Okay, we'll need. You're never mind. You're low on pieces that I wouldn't want to take. It's fine. Totally fine. Though I will take some hoppers. I'll take just so hoppers are easy to visualize. Okay. You've talked me into it. Okay. So then we are showing that we're out of something if we don't have a barrel or more of it. Yeah, we'll have this represent the barrel. Now, I want to say we... Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember now. Previously, we used an observer to measure whether that changed state, and I just manually had the starting state be off. That's how we ended up doing that. Which worked shockingly well. So what if let me get a different option for derivatives. What if derivatives above? Sure, we can hop in a voice chat. Let me get into the Stream Buddies channel. Okay. I am in Stream Buddies over in my Discord.
Hey, hey.
It's Ekim. Hey, I'm not getting screeched at either.
Yeah, that stopped happening a long time ago. I didn't change anything on my end. Discord must have finally fixed it.
Ah, yeah, we're just like never in voice chat.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, derivative is on top. Then, but then you can't access the secondary storage. Does that matter?
No, because you should never need to get to that. That's
Then,
just
yeah, that should be
overflow
fine.
protection. And technically, if derivatives is a chest, which that should still work with this system, you can, because you can click behind the chest. It's not a full block.
This still doesn't give us a way to measure the barrel.
We don't need to measure the barrel. We just need to know empty or full, so we can steal what we did last season by having it have a starting state of empty, and then as soon as something goes in, an observer triggers, because the observer's only going to trigger based off of it being having items in or not.
Observer observing what? The barrel?
Yeah, we'll observe the barrel into a
Does the
one-tick
barrel
pulse
change
piston.
state when it goes from empty to non-empty?
It does.
Oh,
Let me get an example here. Oh, you have an observer. Okay. I have a barrel. Okay. So, do you want to just put something there? All right. Empty?
okay. It pulsed when you opened it. It pulses every time you open it.
That was not the case on the other server. Oh, wait. No, we had to do this the dumb way. We had to do a comparator into the observer.
Yeah, so we still need the comparator. That's the thing.
So why can't we measure the... Oh, no. So we don't need this bottom thing anymore. That was supposed to be derivatives.
Yes.
So now we
But
have
this still
this.
doesn't give us any way to measure the barrel.
It does if we shunt the problem slightly.
Oh, if we like add a little bit of extra height.
Or we just put the barrel here.
Yeah. Well, we can make it a double chest if we still want it to have the same frontage.
I mean, we don't have to, though, is the thing.
True. Then we have the floating chest, which is the derivatives. I actually think that stylistically, I'd rather this chest be a barrel.
Sure. As long as we know what's going on.
Yes.
And if we do it like this, we don't need to get to the hopper behind it, because that's just flow through.
Yeah. Oops.
So I actually don't need
Yeah.
these. Terrible. We've figured it out.
This whole thing is actually very compact in the end. Do we make the floor here?
So this needs to be or something near here
Oh, the lamp.
needs to be a
Yeah.
lamp.
Okay, so we have the ground floor is the lamp.
If we're stealing almost exactly the same layout we did in Sortimar.
I mean, I definitely like having the lamp. Though, there's still no vanilla redstone component that, like, can light up a variable amount, is there? Not, like, solely controlled by redstone. You've got the copper bulbs that light up at different amounts depending on oxidization state, but you can't, like, change it with redstone.
Yeah, I can't control that. It's just empty or not is kind of our
Yeah.
threshold. The only other thing that we might be able to do, and this is where it starts becoming kind of a redstone nightmare, is if we don't stack these right next to each other,
Right. If
we could have
them...
a stack of redstone lamps
Yeah.
and then find a way to power them based on signal strength.
I don't know, I really like the compactness.
Yeah, we'd be giving up compactness for a more detailed display.
Yeah.
Though now I'm wondering, What could we do? Trying to think if there's a way to accomplish something similar without giving up so much compactness. Because we're not going to be able to see past this stuff, because it's all going to be... I like barrels.
Hmm.
Um,
If this chest is a chest, then we can see past it.
yeah,
Where
but
we
that...
currently have the hopper.
Yeah, but we need that to be a hopper.
Do we?
It's getting throughput from the main line and being our overflow.
Yeah. I'm just thinking.
Because, like, if we have this be a
hopper
double
one is a
chest...
barrel, yeah, like this one would need to be a double chest for the hopper to not be there. And then there would be almost no way to actually get a signal into that
Yeah.
map, so it wouldn't even be helpful.
Now, let's see. Trying to think what
if
else.
There. Is there any way to get a signal that from on top? It's kind of adding to the hidden height.
The problem then is that that's where technically our ceiling should be.
Yeah, like we would have to raise the ceiling.
Yeah.
Although, do we really have a
Oh,
ceiling
and-
because we're doing terraces?
So let's make this more of a barrel.
Mhm.
Just so it's a solid block that I can keep in my mind.
And let's make this more of a lamp.
So how do we get a signal to that as a lamp? From the bottom chest.
If we... Do we need the overflow to be a chest and... to be a double chest and not a barrel?
Even if it's a barrel, how do we get the signal up? It being a double chest just gives us more overflow space.
Yeah.
Which-
Because if it's a barrel, what we can do is... let's just say these are observers. You can observe there, observe there, observe there, observe there. And
Okay,
then there's a comparator here.
but that's only going to pulse the lamp.
Right, you
Observer,
would need yeah, okay. You would need a little bit more like actual mechanism in there with pistons and stuff, but there's space to do it, right? Because we have as much space backwards as we want.
Oh, can't you pull a signal out of a copper bulb now?
So copper bulbs are T flip-flops. Every time you give it a signal, it changes state, and every time and when
And
you like
if-
it,
and if
whether or not
it's-
powered, changes
Yeah,
state.
if it's on, it'll pull a comparator. So if
Yes.
we make
Not just a comparator, I think any no, you're right, it might just comparator.
don't have a lot of blocks. Let's pretend this is now a copper bulb, because
And
then
the other thing is it's also a light. So it in itself is our indicator.
true, but then we'd
In
need
fact, that's all we need, right? We just need a pulsar, and instead of having a lamp here, we have a copper bulb.
right. I'm new to copper bulbs, so yes, we would need to pulse it, which we could do using this setup. That would put the light up.
It would still only have one
But
light unless we had a second circuit that was changing the bottom light on a different criteria.
Well, we don't. We only need the one light, don't we? Empty or not.
If we only want empty or not, then yeah.
Because the other option, like this gives us empty or not. We're not going to be able to, I don't think, easily get a real display of how much is in there.
I was thinking maybe we could at least get two lights, one for empty and one for full.
Like one for empty and one for there's something in the overflow.
Yeah, basically.
So to do that, we would need to change the layout a little bit. Because
Well, we don't have to read that from the overflow, right? We can read it from the hopper that's going in, right? Oh no, we can't because that has to be a comparator there.
So, gonna steal some copper bulbs since
But
Terrible
what we
has
can
them.
do is read the signal strength of this comparator. So we only have the one comparator on the actual barrel, but one of the lamps gets toggled when it's 0 or non-zero. The other one gets toggled when it's 15 or non-15.
How do we make that happen in a very short space?
By using another comparator.
In subtract mode, coming in from the side, adding horizontal.
Horizontal makes it tricky.
Yeah, we want this to be one wide. You're hearing Ecom, TTL. What we could do, however, is do this in... I believe that we could set this up in such a way that this comparator gets read here and goes down, and then this doesn't necessarily need to exist. And we would want to find a way to read a signal out of that other one and have it loop up around. I'm just trying to wrap my head around that right now. Because right now we could have this bottom piece be an observer into an observer. Like this can just be an observer chain.
Yeah.
With a comparator, and that'll toggle this bulb on and off. That makes the design we had at Sortamart way simpler. Then we can't get a signal off of the hopper because it's directly above this comparator. Unless we get a signal like so.
Oh, right, because we can put a solid block here.
Yeah, solid block.
Or the other way around, yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
And then another, like this would be...
a bunch of comparators for some reason. Yeah, and then just all of these polished deep slates are observers.
Yeah, and two more on top.
Yeah. Well, just this this stone here becomes an observer. That's all.
We started mixing our metaphors.
Yeah.
And this is actually the overflow barrel right here. This slime. So we would need this.
Can we, if we pulse the observer into the overflow barrel, does that power something in front of it? It's powering the adjacent block. That might work.
There's a huge problem with this.
Hmm?
The main line needs to feed into the top of the overflow barrel.
That's why I don't want to do over the top.
Yeah. So how do we...
So what I'm... Oh, God damn it, I can't pick up the bulb because my inventory is full of random crap.
Okay.
Why do I have a 1 durability bow in my inventory?
I don't know. I'll get rid of it.
What I'm suggesting is put the bulb here. Oops.
What? That's a 3 durability bow. There we go. Where are we putting the bulb?
Right in front of this slime block.
Okay, so
I need to replace this slime block with a real block just to actually do a proper test here. And then an observer that goes here.
So you want the bulb there.
The bulb goes there. And what the question is, when I do this, yes.
But does that work if that's a barrel?
It should. The barrel's a full block.
Yep. I just want to be ultra specific.
Excellent.
Okay, and then the downside is we wouldn't be able to get to the secondary thing, but we've already determined that's not necessary.
Well, actually we would, because this is going to be a hopper, right? This dirt block, so technically you could reach in through the gap.
There's not a gap in that direction if you're...
Oh, right, hopper, yeah. Yeah, not from the top. Yeah, fair.
Okay, so let me go ahead and take this back.
The other thing is that the top light will pulse as the hopper.
I don't know that that's necessarily a negative.
I actually like that. Yeah, it like showing when items are arriving is actually really cool.
Okay. Just making a bunch of barrels really quick.
Mm-hmm. If we can make enough observers to actually properly test this, that'd be good.
Okay. So, barrel. Well, we have enough observers if we steal from Terrible.
Borrow,
So,
right? Because we're just constructing this to test, and then you can.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So one of them needs to. Oh god, I can never remember how these are placed. Nope, that's backwards. Nope, wait, that's
Yeah,
correct.
you need to...
That's correct.
Yeah, no, that's correct.
Yep. Face, face, face.
No, the other way around. That one needs to be up.
Yeah, let me
We have that wrench mod, right?
yes. I don't know how to make it work though. It turns an item into a wrench, but I don't know how to make it do it.
Okay. Or I could just do this. Pass me a
Yeah, here are the observers. I'm gonna figure out how to use this thing. Where's?
no,
Let me go to the Vanilla Tweaks website. Where's my mouse cursor? Vanilla Tweaks, redstone, wrench. Data pack. Gameplay changes. No. Tools? No. Where are you? Where do you live? Convenience. There it is. Redstone wrench. Why do I have to go to a video? I don't want to go to a video. That doesn't explain how to get the wrench. One second. I'm gonna see if it's in the creative inventory. It is not. Anyway, now that I've wasted all that time.
So
So
it's currently got a stack of items passing through, so the bulb is solidly on because it's staying in the same state.
yes, why
The stack
isn't
of items runs out, it turns off again.
the bottom bulb turning?
The bottom bulb.
Why did that
just
turn
whether or
on
not
just
there's
now?
any items, because I'm putting items into it.
Okay.
Taking items
I thought the hopper was feeding items into it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me do a proper test. So, hang on. Do we want the bottom one to be lit when empty or lit when full?
I feel like we just want lit when full, right?
Sorry, not full, not empty. So lit when there's something in it. Right now it's lit
Well,
when
yeah,
there's nothing in it.
lit when you need to pay attention. That's fair enough. So
Which is when it's empty.
yeah,
So that's good. That's what it's currently at.
yeah.
And then the top one, that should be.
That will light when there's items in overflow, which means we need
items flowing.
Yeah, which means like if it's solid on, that means we know that the hopper here is backed up beyond full,
Okay.
so we need to be ready to move things to mass storage.
Okay. So now, with that in mind, I'm going to do a test. I'm going to put a stack of items into the overflow. Now, note that it's solely on when there's a stack passing through the hopper.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because-
change that behavior slightly for the test. Going to put a hopper here.
Oh, yes. Okay, and then it turned off again when the hopper was empty. I took the items out again at the end.
Okay.
Okay, you want me to try putting them in the hopper this time?
Yes, so that we can see whether it pulses fast, goes fast enough to pulse. No, it'll just be solidly on if things are feeding through.
Because things are happening at hopper line rate, so...
Yeah, the update timing is too fast for it to pulse this bulb, which is fine.
It's actually not about the update timing, it's about the fact that the hopper will take an item out of itself and put an item into itself every hopper tick. So it always has one item.
Sure. Either way.
To have a case where it's pulsing, you would need to have more than one hopper interacting with that inventory.
Which we are not going to be doing.
Yeah. But I
Well,
think that's
no,
fine.
wait,
It's solely on
there
when
is more than one hopper working with that inventory. There's the one under it taking stuff out.
I mean the inventory of the hopper itself, because that's what we're measuring.
Gotcha. Yes.
Because the comparator is on the hopper, not on the barrel.
On the hopper, not on the barrel. Yep. That makes sense.
Yep. And so then, just to also verify behavior here, I'm going to fill the barrel. And then put a different item in the top so it's as though it's actually full.
Yep. And then this will just stay on because there's something jammed up in the hopper.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we putting the derivatives? Under this lamp in another barrel? Was that the plan?
Or a chest in front of the hopper. Or a barrel in front of the hopper, that works too.
Yeah, I think we said we... So the question is, what's better for aesthetics?
For aesthetics, a barrel is better. But for being able to, like, access the hopper and see what's in it, having the chest is kind of helpful.
Fair enough.
But I don't know if that matters enough.
And where are we putting the item frame or... Well, yeah, the copper bulb is transparent.
That's not what I would have thought.
Where are we putting the item frame?
Probably on the bottom copper bulb.
On the bottom bulb. Okay.
Or the top, I'm not fussed.
Yeah, and we can do invisible item frames. So...
Yeah, that's an interesting option. With some items, I'm worried about the contrast of that.
Well, then we just don't make those ones invisible.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. And
shift right click with an empty hand to make it invisible if you need to know that.
Yeah, I'm still wondering if top or bottom is better. Maybe bottom, because then we can have a sign on the top which is like, these derivatives go here, where, like, if there needs to be explanation, like...
Yeah, I mean, we could also just put it on the derivatives chest, but...
Yeah. Yeah, but then it gets in the way of people trying to open the chest, that's a bit...
Or, we could put it on the floor. In front of the item.
That'd be interesting.
That way, if we need to change the contrast up, we just put a different block there.
Different block on the floor, yeah. Or, for that matter, for blocks which are just blocks, like, rather than having an item frame at all, we just have a cobblestone block on the floor.
If it's cobble, yeah.
Yeah. Or, like, a diamond block, or a lapis lazuli block, or et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. I can make that... We can make that work. And so this hopper in this equation is this piece here. Because that is a hopper. Does that work?
Yes, I'm just thinking. Yeah, so the limiting factor, actually, this one would be that top hopper, except this little structure at the bottom here would then interfere with the observer line. So it needs to be one above, just so that the observer line doesn't get in the way of the circuitry. So
Oh,
like,
yeah, because right now this observer would pulse into the block that's powering the torch to keep the filter turned off. So we do have to add
Yeah.
1 block of height.
Yes.
So then this
So the whole
becomes
apparatus
that
is going to
bottom
be
piece.
quite tall.
Yeah. How do we feel about that?
The trick is that the workings of this level would be the floor of the next level up.
Yeah. And that's always
But-
going to be a case with us doing it as a tiered thing.
Yes. I'm wondering if actually it makes sense to like do a bit of an L with the hopper line in order to move the top works backwards.
Does that really gain us anything though, or is that just kicking the can down the road?
Well, it gains us that, like, if this one is an L, then the one above it is also an L, so we'd probably not need too much extra spacing in order to put the next level up's one, like, as close to this one vertically as possible. Like, yeah, I'm explaining myself badly. If, like, let's say that,
So you're imagining
is the-
that the actual, like, the circuitry there goes back this way.
yeah. So what I'm
Like-
imagining is, like,
I'm going way over
let's-
extreme, but the hopper line filter goes there.
so if the dirt was the, like, front-facing section, and then the no, that's not it. Hang on, let me try that again. So, like, if this is our
Actually, this would
front-facing
have to be
section,
up one.
and this is our circuitry, then the next floor's front-facing section could be there, and its circuitry could be there. Like, my point is that if you have a series of vertically stacked L structures, then they can sort of tessellate a little bit.
Yeah, so if this green line of slimes would be hoppers coming off of this sorter, which would be set back, 8 blocks or whatever.
Yeah, you could probably move that down one, because it wouldn't really matter that this observer, like, accidentally hits one of those hoppers occasionally.
The main thing is it would, when things are actively flowing in, essentially cut the speed of that hopper in half.
No, because when things are actively... Oh, maybe.
Because it would be locking the hopper right above it.
Only when the state changes.
Which, didn't we determine? No, that one doesn't pulse. Right.
Yes.
We determined
but
that
it
one
might
doesn't pulse.
It might pulse if, because the first time it comes in, it locks that hopper and makes it come in at slightly below line
Oh,
rate.
I mean,
And
we
then
can
that'll be
we
sort of
can
like
check that.
self-fulfilling props. Yeah, we can test this. Oh, no, that works. Oh, actually, you know what it is? It doesn't lock it for long enough. Hoppers only move every 0.4 seconds, and the observer pulse is only 0.1, so
Gotcha.
it's locking the hopper in between hopper ticks.
All right. This is going to take a lot of everything.
Yes. And so if we have that coming in like that, how closely can we stack the next layer up? Is the question.
So the next layer up would need to be able to accommodate being, if we go from the copper bulb at the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give it an extra block of space. Let's call it 6. So the closest we would be able to have it, like, if we, I mean, really, we could just stack it almost directly on top of this. Just imagine these
Yeah, and
are a solid
at
block.
any sort of, yeah, at any angle that we want, really. Like, I'm thinking, how far forward will it be? We can just choose that. We can have it almost vertical if we wanted.
Yeah, I don't, because I want
I
there to
don't,
be
but, like,
room
it
for a
means
walkway,
we can set an appropriate level of terracing, so we've got some freedom there.
yeah, the only thing it costs us is hoppers.
Yeah.
To go more. And give Terrible back any of their stuff that I'm holding. Okay, I think that's everything of yours that I have. And then these slime blocks are yours. Okay, so this is an idea.
So yeah, you would need at least one floor block here in order to hold the hopper line. But apart from that, yeah, you have basically freedom of what blocks to put on this layer in order to be a walkway, and then the next one below is essentially the next.
Yeah, say this is our walkway. We could absolutely just have our walkway up here be there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I like that.
Set back slightly, but
yeah. I mean, it's expensive, of course, but
auto sorting was always going to be expensive. We've just made it more expensive somehow.
I mean, it's not that expensive because, like, we're mass producing iron, so the hoppers aren't that much of a problem. Honestly, the bigger cost of the hoppers is the wood.
Yeah, so we'll
the
need
copper bulbs are not that expensive. We've got a fair amount of copper.
Well, and
don't
we
need
have
that much of them.
that zombie spawner under the bus that we could
Yeah.
turn into a player. It requires player input, but that can become a copper farm.
And the observers are actually relatively cheap, like when you actually think about them, because quartz is free because we have a barterer. They cost 1 redstone each. In fact, the single most expensive components in here are the 2 comparators because they cost 3 redstone each.
Yeah, the observers cost 2, right?
I thought it was only 1.
Oh, right. It's quartz, redstone.
Yeah.
So we need
That, but my REI is still not working.
we need to gather the material, which is.
But there's nothing here which is horrendously undoable.
Yeah, and then we design it to look like a coffee cup that's been split in half.
Here's something that we actually do need to think about. Oxidization state of these copper bulbs, and we need honey in order to set them at that state.
Or we just let them get waxy or get oxidized.
If we wanted to be fully oxidized, that's also an option.
Well, yeah, we need aesthetics are going to be its own thing. I don't know how we're
My
gonna.
concern is that fully oxidized, they don't actually pass much light. Oh, the bulbs cost blaze rods. Okay, that'll be the most expensive part.
So I'll need to make a blaze grinder, which I already have some vague designs on. If nobody else has done it yet, I know where a spawner is. Design it like a Tim Hortons near you that has a green roof. I was thinking we design it like you took a giant coffee cup and then bisected it. But I realize now that there's no way for us to make it look like white styrofoam. Because it's going to be mostly this.
Yeah.
And
you just cut out. I cannot hear anything you're saying.
My microphone died.
There we go.
I thought I charged this thing. I guess not. Alright, I'm on the mod mic now, which it's using the wrong EQ settings, but I don't care enough. Okay, so that... Hey, Najad. And yeah, calcite is the right block for the coffee cup look. The problem is, if I wanted to do, like, it's the inside of a coffee cup, that's just not feasible because the whole facade will be this. So it'd be like this with white stripes.
Cross section to Discord.
Excellent. Hi, Najad. All right, you are free to reclaim your objects. Terrible. We have a screenshot. We'd have to hide the sorter bit inside the wall of the cup, and if we're the trick with that is that we are
like we're going to be hiding everything here except for the front 4 items, which are 2 copper bulbs, a barrel, and chests. So
yeah, so naturally more brown. But yeah, I think that's a plan. So it's just going to be material gathering and then lots of building. And then figuring out the terracing and sort of obviously figuring out what goes where is going to be an adventure.
Yeah. So the terracing is kind of what I tried to do with the villagers over here.
You're over there. Get my rockets out. Still chuffed that you you like my system for keeping them safe.
It's good. It's also, it's really funny. They're only just shorter than 2 blocks tall, so literally anything, including a trapdoor, is enough to stop them from pathing to each other.
Yep.
And my light sources are cauldrons full of lava.
Good light sources. I like it. So yeah. Oh, really quick. Eris wanted me to look inside the bus stop, where I believe I've probably
been doing a lot of work.
I believe I've probably been, yeah, I've been immortalized in the inside the bus stop. I believe I am trying to stop you from doing something. I think. Or we're just dancing over here. You have a carrot on a stick.
To, like, mess with one of the command blocks somehow.
Probably. And I'm like, no!
Are those set up to work yet?
No. Mostly because I haven't talked with our person about adding more RAM and more ports to our server.
Ah, right. Yep.
Because I want to give each server a couple of gigabytes.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, these work. But yeah, we kind of do need to download more RAM. Starnerf, I need to reach out to the person who's providing the box and say, hey, can I have like 8 more gigs of RAM? Yeah, I probably could make that work better, but I didn't. As far as not sending the message. Well, it's just using /say.
Oh, but it's using /say.
Yeah. If I...
But if I... Yeah, but if I say hi, it just comes as me, so I guess I need to...
Yeah, and I think those buttons will actually only work right now if you or I push them as far as sending a server message.
Oh, because they're using the user's...
permissions.
That doesn't make... Because the buttons are just doing a redstone signal, and the redstone signal sets off the command block.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like the idea that we're going to turn a solid third of spawn into an item sorter.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of reflects its importance.
And I'm gonna have to figure out... Hey, Sword of Mart was not a third of spawn, thank you very much. It was at most 20%.
Also, to think about is where we're putting the unsortable outputs, and also, at some point, I definitely want to sort as many of those unsortable outputs as possible, like using things besides whether or not they stack.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
as the book, it can go in a bookshelf.
as far as the unsortables, I did have a silly idea where we build a door on an employees only looking door on the first level that goes into a simulacrum of the back rooms that just happens to have the unsorted items in barrels in it.
In practice from Sortomart, the unsortables is actually a kind of high traffic area.
Yeah, that's why the entrance would be on the ground floor.
Yeah, fair.
But if you want that random stuff, you gotta go to the back rooms.
At some point, I will probably also rebuild the thing I had at the Sortomart, where it sorts out shulkers and then unpacks them.
Sure.
Because I really loved that, because I could just dump a shulker into the trash can, and I knew that its contents would be sorted.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have essentially the interior of the mountain to work with space-wise. So.
Yeah.
One of my short-term projects, and part of the reason I've been spending so much effort lighting up spawn, is you remember how Sortomart had the little creeper bamboo farm that went into a little chest out front of it? I want to build something similar again, but add an autocrafter so it makes fireworks.
Nice.
So there's just a spot where you can go that you will always be able to get a firework.
Oh, I did actually need one observer. I think I gave Terrible one more observer than initially he had.
How dare you?
Hey, Terrible, if you're still listening, can I grab one observer?
Wah. It's right here.
You.
I'm gonna need to go buy some more golden carrots. I've gone through 2 stacks of golden carrots.
Yeah, I'm just eating chicken.
Caving's a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm. I feel like early chicken farms are almost my brand at this point.
For sure. I don't have an early game brand, I don't think. I could swear I like this. Swore I like this. Yeah.
I think your early game brand is like going around doing things the hard way because you refuse to use the communal resources until you've done it yourself once.
That is certainly part of my early game brand. Nice shot. You hit my ender chest. Twice. Well done. Ah, he got me. Do this now. Nice. I'll take it. I've got a stack of spectral arrows for no reason. So where
I have a stack of spectral arrows for a reason, which is to shoot them.
Yeah, I'm only using arrows until I work up the gumption to go trident farming.
Right. Never actually done the whole trident thing. I'm normally just a bow and arrow person.
Trident is inventory management for me. Because a trident with loyalty is both a melee and a ranged weapon, so I don't need to carry a bow, arrows, or a sword.
I don't carry a sword anyway. I just use an axe.
As
But yeah,
do I.
being able to remove the arrows would be nice.
But I carry a sword for looting, but that's about it.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to my Hobbit hovel. It's 6 blocks deep. I literally dug it in as far as you can see from the windows, and then gave up. That's my early game brand, starting to build a house and then not finishing it.
Yeah, I never build a house.
I always like to have a little spot. And it's just for me. Alright.
Okay, this kelp farm is officially finished.
Yay! Is the kelp farm the XP farm?
It is the input to the XP farm. So I need to take that dinky little XP farm that I've got there and upgrade it now, because this kelp farm is now producing enough kelp to feed 7 furnaces, not half of 1.
Cool. I stepped on the output and got kelp in my pocket.
That's because there's more kelp being produced than that furnace can take up. So there's a bunch of kelp sitting on that hopper at the top, which is why you walk close and you get filled with kelp.
That'll do it. You've technically made 2 food farms. One of them is just kelp. And you can't eat a block of kelp. Oh, I sat on my leg wrong and it's asleep now. Oh, that's unpleasant. Don't like that. Ah.
I'm actually quite proud of the design for this kelp farm, actually, if you want to come take a quick look at it.
Whee! Where's the entrance to the guts?
Sneakily bone meal it a little bit because I just did a big collection. So I'm going to pretend that there was some time in between.
Is this little hole in the ground how you get to the guts?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Alright. So this is what makes the bone meal for it.
So no, it doesn't actually. This one's not bone meal based. This one is random tick based.
What's the bone meal doing? Is this just
bone meal is making kelp, but that was the old system.
Gotcha.
So on the one you're looking at now is the very first kelp farm that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny little random tick based. This one is the second kelp farm, using the bone meal to make kelp.
Gotcha.
And I'm glad that this is here because it means that it does still do a drip feed when there's absolutely no one on, because it's in spawn chunks. But the big kelp farm now is over here.
Eh. Nope. I did not go the correct direction. Okay. Hi.
Yeah. Now, best place to observe is probably just standing up here. I'm gonna go fiddle with the clock so that a collection happens now instead of in like 5 minutes time.
Okay. I think I see what... I have a vague idea of what's going on here. Yep. You've got it on a flying machine. The flying machine presumably runs on a timer.
Yep.
And then, it all floats up here. The signs are to stop any incredibly fast-growing kelp from turning things into source blocks and stopping your flow.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, this is my first attempt at really like working with water mechanics heavily, so it's been interesting.
Yep. What you're saying is with 3 buckets of water, I could ruin your day.
Yes. I would have to replace all of these signs and all of these, I had to place down an entire layer of blocks in order to get the water on the top layer flowing correctly.
Nice. Alright. Don't cross me. And it's iron farm adjacent.
It's directly underneath the iron farm, yes. Just because there was already a natural cave here that did half the digging I needed to do for me.
Yeah, this mountain is... what's a polite way of saying?
Swiss cheese?
Not structural.
Now I need to deal with all of this kelp output. Far more kelp than I can use now.
You need somebody to tell you where to shove your kelp. There is a
And
cave
this thing has locked up again.
directly under me. I don't have any torches. I do have a bunch of coal though, and a bunch of wood. Okay. And 2 carrots. 90 months, TTL. That is wild. That is how long I have been able to have subs on Twitch. Perfect. Flawless victory. Yeah, this would have caused some problems with mob farms. Actually, that's my early game brand. Going around obsessively lighting up the caves under spawn. Like, actually, I did the same thing on the first server. You want to know something incredibly funny about me digging down right here to get to the cave? From where I dug down, if I'd walked 6 blocks this way, here's the cave. It was open to the air. Now, I do remember there being a spot over next to my house that needed lighting up. Nope. Okay. Basically, all of the front side of the spawn mountain should be fully lit on the surface now. And so much of the caves. I may have gone a little overboard. I went into a fugue state and ended up over, like, well past the museum. Yeah, at one point I was lighting up kind of under the museum and under the base that's directly across from spawn that I don't know whose base it is. Who are you? Yeah, I lit up a chunk of that cavern. Terrible. But I was, when I say spawn, I have been meaning the, like, from the bus stop to the mountain. As my primary starting goal. Because I figure if we're gonna build farms, we're gonna build them, like community farms, we'll build them in that direction to start.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a giant
if you
cave.
Want even more work to do, you could light up some of the area around Tuba's mob farm.
Well, for Tuba's stuff, I really just need to light it up on the surface, because the platform for it is way up in the sky. I shouldn't do this when I don't have any food. But yes, this is a giant cavern, and I feel like we should do something with it. That's a whole set of pillagers. Almost landed right on a stack of 6 pillagers. Have you seen the cave that's over here, Ekum?
Yeah.
It's wild.
Mm.
A mine runs through it. Fair enough. I'm sure I've used it to escape to the surface more than once. All right. I think that's a reasonable place for me to call it for the night, frankly. We have a screenshot of a design for the sorting system. There's like 10 slime blocks still over here that you can collect, Egum.
I'll go fix that. I've got far more slime than I need now. It's the classic Minecraft thing of something is incredibly precious up until you build a farm for it, and then it is worthless.
Well, coal, regular coal, can't have a farm built for it.
Actually, it can.
Well, I mean, until we build a wither skeleton farm.
Yes.
At our current tech level, it's not
Yes.
reasonable.
So I do want to get a captive wither for, maybe not at spawn, but at some point when I build like a big industrial district that does as many things as I can, it'll be crucial to have a way to have explosions.
Well, I know where a big industrial district should go. I'm going to spend way too many fireworks going there right now.
And you can also just tell me I have to look at my map.
It's probably not on your map yet.
It's off continent?
It is, but only just. I've generated the terrain for it already, like on server side. Oh. Neat. Just found somebody's base. Yeah, going in the correct direction.
I believe that is Luke's base.
Yeah, there's a big old mushroom island over here.
Oh, nice.
There's also a much smaller one to the north, but there's a big one out here. Go. At least I thought I generated this terrain. I've gone too far south, apparently. Come over here to get to the ice wall. That's right, I'm an ice wall conspiracy theorist, but only on Minecraft. Oh, hey! Ocean monument. Here we are. Do 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 do. Go ahead.
That is massive, wow.
Skim around. Thanks, I get that a lot. It's massive and covered in fungus. Okay. Almost all of it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my really long-term project.
Yeah,
to...
I believe the thought was this island would become a sort of community industrial district.
Mm.
But here it is, in all its glory.
It's
Every one of these
absolutely
red mushrooms is 5 blocks wide.
like that's not that much smaller than the main continent.
It is. It's a good number of chunks across. I mean, it's roughly in line with a biome on the main continent.
Mm.
Little smaller, for comparison. But it's one of the bigger mushroom islands I've ever seen.
It's big enough that you could probably have a player sitting in the middle of it and have their entire random pick radius be within the island.
I forget what the random tick radius on a player is.
I want to say it's like 10 chunks-ish? Or maybe less than that, maybe like 5 chunks. Head across.
Well, then absolutely you can. From this spot at the very minimum and over here. So.
Yeah, we'll need to give some thought to the design so that all the things that do require random tick can be within a single like area where if you stand in one spot you cover everything.
Yeah. Now to spend these fireworks getting home.
We're already pretty good on fireworks. I wouldn't worry too much about wasting them.
Thinking that I'm wasting them will spur me to build my auto thing.
There.
If I convince myself that there is scarcity, then I will want to address it. The same thing I did with the coal.
I'm gonna commandeer one of these chests to hold slime.
Okay. We'll want to get bees up and running. One of the more complicated farms to get up and running is going to be sand farm.
Yeah, that might actually be my next project, just because it's really sorely needed.
Because we don't want to always do duping. Sand duping is both like kind of cheaty and also possibly crashes the end. So, you know, not the best. But if we need to make a husk farm.
Yeah. That's basically just a generic mob farm, but in a desert.
Yeah. Essentially. If you want to get real fancy, you can ask. You can do some stuff to sort the mobs.
Mm-hmm. I was also planning on taking half the sand and smelting it on site.
Well, yes, a sand farm is a glass farm.
Yeah.
Half may be a little extreme, but I don't know what the throughput would be. Because there's a mix of people who are going to want sand for sand, people who are going to want sand for concrete, and people who are going to want sand for glass.
Yeah, fair.
But yes, lighting up the surface under Tuba's mountain, or under Tuba's mob farm is not a terrible plan. That's a terrible plan over there. Where'd he go? He's over there somewhere. Though it looks like somebody may have beaten me to some of the work, unless I turned my overlay off. I did. I somehow turned my overlay off. Alright.
Are you just using Livey?
Yeah. I hit F8 on accident.
Mm-hmm.
Or on purpose. I might have turned it off because it was distracting me from something.
And now for my least favorite part of every build. Putting all the random crap into chests at the end. If only we had an auto sorter.
Well, get right on that. Look, you give me the materials, and I will go into a fugue state and get us an auto sorter. We don't have a massive throughput on redstone right now.
No. We're getting a fair bit from Tuba's farm.
I'm gonna go look but not take.
We're getting... In theory, we could get a fairly significant amount from villager trading, but it's so annoying to do that no one's done massive amounts.
Okay, first of all, tuba.
Because we do have the gold farm, which can get us a lot of emeralds.
Yeah, it's just so many steps.
Yeah, especially when the gold farm, you can't AFK at it.
Well, I can.
You have to... Well, no, even if you have an auto-clicking script, you also need an auto-eating script, otherwise you die of starvation.
XAHK has a mob farm version that's both a fighting and eating.
Oh, I see.
And my inventory mod will auto refill my food slot. So you just need to be awesome like me.
A beacon would be a good thing for base. Would be a
for the gold farm.
Oh, for the gold farm. Oh, interesting.
A beacon with
Would
regen
be enough to counteract starvation?
It should. Need to go out to Australian fried chicken out here. Till I work up the energy to go trade for more golden carrots.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure who it was that like laid out pre-made slots in that chicken farm for feathers versus cooked chicken. Unfortunately, that doesn't work because if there's no room for any more feathers, then the cooked chicken won't flow in because the hopper will be full.
Yeah, wasn't me.
Cool.
These eggs can go die in a fire, though.
I mean, I made a output for eggs more just so that if we did need them, they were there.
Someone should handle overflow in that farm.
I mean, it might be possible to tap into the hopper output, and if it's full, then stop the farm. I'll look into it.
I mean, the other option is you just put an item filter underneath here that just filters out feathers.
Oh yeah, and then just trashes them.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like this being little and compact.
That's why we're friends. I'm little and compact. Someone should pipe that farmer to the auto sorter that someone else needs to build. Yeah, getting items into the auto sorting is going to be an interesting challenge. Because we're going to need to be able to move the entry point to the top of the auto sorter. So we're going to need to be able to reroute it as we expand the auto sorter. Because we're not going to build the entire thing all at once.
If we build the initial sort of starting shaft far enough back, we can just tap onto it at different points up. Like, adding more upwards would be fairly easy if there's already a shaft and we don't have to move it.
Fair enough. Easy to get it up if you already have a shaft. Oh my god, the chickens. So
yeah, I think we might need to ask people to stop throwing more eggs around.
And I can't just run a command to kill chickens because I'll break the farm. And possibly run the command wrong and just kill everything.
Kill every chicken in the server.
Or every entity around spawn.
Yeah, also possible.
I just need to keep the nuggets under control, Symph. Thank you for culling the the golems and the chimkins up here. There's probably only a relatively small area that those golems can spawn in. Good job, Ecom. You've made every chicken on the server say balk.
No, only the ones within 100 of me.
That might be most of the chickens on the server.
No, I'm more than 100 from the chicken farm.
Ah, okay. Well,
because the chat did not fill with chickens. There was only like 20.
Oh yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Something like
14.
that. All right.
I am culling some of the chickens up on the mountain though.
I have to sleep.
Okay.
Oh, though I will say when I was expanding my walkway up here, I had a moment of absolute Minecraft panic. Because I fell into the lava pool that's underneath this. And somehow didn't die, despite that being before I had anything other than unenchanted iron armor.
Nice.
And I was fully submerged. I'm still not 100% sure what happened.
Yeah, wow.
I remember opening my inventory to get to my bucket. Alright. I'm going to call it a night there. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you for hopping into voice chat to work out redstone stuff with me, Ecom. And, yeah, we will be around. I'm going to drop from Discord first. And then I'm going to drop from the stream. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.